Hey, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good morning or good evening, all my neighbors. Welcome back to Blue Clouds Media Sports again. My name is Nate Zion, your host for the show all the time. I'm back again the second time, two streams in a row today. What a magic! I don't usually stream two streams in a row, but we're back again. We are going. We have a lot to talk about. The big game against Everton is tomorrow, but we were going to start from Champions League. But before we get into the Champions League, I want to welcome everyone that is on this platform. Those that will be joining later, I want to thank everyone that will join later. Let me know how everyone is doing. Phantom of Many Topics, all the Santiago, Patrick, everyone. I want to thank everyone that is here today's Phantom Mobile topic. I can start a stream without saying his name. Amazing person. He's always there waiting for the stream to start. So Blue Blood, no Blue Blood will join very, very soon. And others, I123, Steven, and Ryan, others, everyone there. I hope everyone is doing very, very well. Champions League, Champions League, Champions League. We're gonna start. Where do we start from? We will start from the Champions League draw, and that's what we're gonna talk about. Champions League draw. Does it look okay for Chelsea? I know some Chelsea fans like boo. Oh, just like Blue Blood just said, boo. Very, very difficult. Pairing or draw for Chelsea fans. Some don't like it, but sometimes we have to embrace it. If you want to be a champion of the world, you have to go through a lot of difficult road before you become a champion. So let's see if we feel we got the best of the best. I know that the team still hasn't gelled together yet, but we can still do it. We can still do it without a doubt. We'll get into the Champions League draw and see the chances of Chelsea making it to the finals. So even let's talk about the chances of Chelsea making through the quarterfinals to the semifinals, or Americans would say semi-finals but after the Champions League reaction, we talk about the reaction. We're gonna talk about the press conference reaction earlier today. Graham Potter, questions that have been asked, players that are ready for the game tomorrow, injury players in terms of Raheem Sterling, Thiago Silva, Obama Young, and then also Reece James and N'Golo Conte news is in there. And there's some nice comments, questions that we've been asked to Graham Potter in the way he answered it. From there, we will talk about also what I have here in terms of a player contract update. I always come over here to give you guys an update. Interested players in various football clubs, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Arsenal. We have a nice one for Chelsea interest in terms of Romelu Lukaku, where he'll be heading towards another link for Romelu Lukaku. So let's get that out of the way. Graham Potter on winning against Everton and Champions League prediction. Also lineup. Also here we're going to talk about predicted lineup in terms of tomorrow's game. We'll take players that are out of the game. We'll get them out of the predicted lineup and see what we can work with, what Chelsea had at this moment. So I also get into the comment and see what you guys have here, what you guys are sending here. If you have any question, you have any comment, question for me, send them in here and I'll take my time to go through it. We have Arsenal out of a Europa League competition. We saw that shambolic. Is Arteta really out of his depth? What the starting lineup for Arsenal, does it really worth it? Was it okay for that starting lineup? And does it really help? Does it worth for Arteta to arrest all these players if he could start them from the beginning, qualify, and then take them out? Start these big guys from beginning and then bring them out in the 60th minute. If you think you are okay, you've secured the qualification spot, then you can take these big players out. But in my opinion, Arteta did not do that. And then we saw that wonder goal, that beautiful goal that was really world class goal. I would say world class goal, worthy of a goal that stands to be a goal of the tournament, coming from Sporting CP, Sporting Football Club. Yesterday, it was a mind-blowing goal, and I saw like, oh my goodness, it wasn't me alone. Lots of Arsenal fans were reacting to that goal. What a goal it was! We saw Arsenal out of the competition. Also, Manchester United qualified to the next round, and they will be going back to Spain They'll be going back to Spain, but not the kind of opposition that we're expecting. The team that they Onai Emirates team, the team that they're going to meet this time, it's not the same kind of team that they were 2 seasons ago. This time, the kind of players that they brought in hasn't really helped. The club that Manchester United will be facing at Spain. So we'll be looking at that also. Manchester United for sale. I have it here. We have an update in terms of a United takeover. Then we have a transfer and contract update. We'll be talking about Declan Rice, heavily linked to Chelsea. We'll talk about, and it's been there for a long time. But then another, person. If you guys know, Floris Pettenberg, another journalist coming from the Bundesliga, he brought that up as an update. So I put it up in my content list to talk about it. And also, we're gonna talk about Manu Kone, Kone also to Chelsea, and also Romelu Lukaku heavily linked with Real Madrid. I did talk about this about a week ago, either a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I did talk about that on this platform. So Romelu Lukaku, you guys, Carlo Ancelotti is a fan of this player. So are we gonna see Romelu Lukaku joining Karim Benzema? We know how difficult it is for Benzema when he's injured. It means the team will be left with, what's his name? Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr. alone is not a number 9. He cuts in from the left-hand side. That's how he plays with the space, with the pace that he has. He always plays from the left-hand side. So yeah, link with Lukaku makes a lot of sense if they really want Lukaku. I know Chelsea fans don't like Lukaku; they don't want him back. But then I'll say if he can come over and be able to work well with Graham Potter and get things going, that will be fine, in my opinion. So yeah, remember Lukaku link heavily with Real Madrid and Xavi Simeone. Xavi Simeone also Ruben Loftus-Cheek heavily linked with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Rumors also here. Patrick Vieira sacked. You guys heard that news early morning. I had the Vieira sacked, and I feel very bad. Meeting a team like us now, why do you sack? But I heard there is a lot of dressing room problem. There is dressing room problem in terms of Patrick Vieira. But if that's what I'm hearing, I was told that has been solved a while ago. But why the players are not playing for Patrick Vieira? We'll look into that. Also, we'll talk about Julia Brandt also linked heavily to Arsenal and Liverpool. Jude Bellingham to Man United, and also what we have here next. We talk pretty much a lot on the bill. So yes, let's get it going. Let's get it going, guys. Let's get it going. Let's talk about the Champions League draw. Let me know what you guys. If you guys, some of you watch it. I know I was here with Blue Blood early in the morning. Blue Blood, and I think the Phantom of Mini topic. We both watch live. We watch it live on our TV set, and we did talk about the percentage of how Chelsea can find themselves. Chelsea can definitely beat Real Madrid. Real Madrid game shouldn't be a difficult task for Chelsea, but we know what Real Madrid can do. They haven't beat Chelsea in a away game. We're going to away first. That's an advantage for Chelsea. Keep it close, keep it narrow. 1 goal, 2 goals, or keep it draw. Come back to Stamford Bridge and finish the game there. That's what I'll say. I remember when we played at Stamford Bridge, I think was it 2 seasons ago, we gave them goals. Yeah, we gave Real Madrid goals. Either a season ago or 2 seasons ago. We gave Real Madrid goals at Stamford Bridge. So this time, if you do our homework very well, we have Kepa Arrizabalaga, who's very good in goal posts, who can play out very well from the back. There should be high possibility for us to be strong. Thiago Silva could be ready for that game, but I'm not sure Thiago Silva is going to be ready for the Everton game. From what Graham Potter said at his press conference earlier on today. So before we get into it, let me see what we have here in the comment section. I don't want to forget it. First, coming from Big Brother Phantom of Many Topics, said first to hit the like button. Also, Pep G is Arteta's football daddy. Absolutely, he trained Pep Arteta. Let's bring Lukaku home and watch Enzo service him with assists. Can he do it? It would be very nice if Lukaku can retain and play and satisfy the annoying would I say annoying upset Chelsea fans, players that are the fans that are really upset with him, annoyed with his behavior to the club. So let's see if he can come back and start banging in goal. And I'm very, very sure if Lukaku comes back, start banging in goals, he will be forgiven. If he can get Chelsea 25 goals a season, 25, 30 goals a season, he will be forgiven by Chelsea fans. But can I see that number of goals with how much pounds he has on his body right now? He has to train much, much more better. I still think striker should have been Marcus Alonso position. I still think striker should have been a Marcus Alonso's position coming from a Phantom of Many topic. And then Blue Blood said, boo. I'm sure he's not liking the pairing and then the draw. Stop said that Chilwell and Terry outscore him without being free kick taker. Alonso, not a striker. Stick to NFL Phantom. That is, Alonso is not a striker. But Alonso, when you put him up there up in front as an attacker, he will get you a lot of goals. He plays like a striker, but he's not. Alonso is still a striker, but he does get you goals when you need them. Hello, my brother, and my brother, and everyone joining in the chat and on the panel. Hope everyone's blessed and doing well today. Absolutely hope everyone is blessed and doing well today. Everyone is doing wonderful. Thank you very much. I want to love you for your wonderful comments and caring for others as well. She said Staff said that Rhys James is okay. But I'm not so sure if he'll be starting from what he said. I know he's been called up. Yeah. And I don't know if he's gonna start him since he's been called up for the English national team. I think Ben Chilwell have the call up. I'm not so sure if Ben Chilwell, but I'm sure Ben Chilwell is in there. The one that was missing was Raheem Sterling. We know Raheem Sterling is not doing well. He's not physically strong. He will be missing tomorrow's game either. So Jorginho was one of the midfielders involved in Arsenal's losing the ball for Sporting Lisbon goal. I know staff will be ready to hear this. I know staff was always waiting for this to come up when Arsenal fans will start pointing fingers at Jorginho. You know how that funny is how Arsenal fans have adopted that song. Chelsea fans brought it up and Arsenal fans have adopted it. But thank you. It's all good. It's all good for association football. Blue Blood said sweeper keeper Ramsdale could not get back fast enough. No, he couldn't even see that coming. That was a hell of a kick. Absolutely stunner from the Sporting player. Arteta out of his depth. He is concentrating on winning the EPL Europa irrelevant compared to EPL. That is right. I agree with you, staff. I agree with you 100%. Look, it's not guaranteed that you can win the EPL because look, when you're thinking of winning the EPL, that is when Chelsea are now getting back to their groove. Yeah, Chelsea are getting back to their groove, and if they get the 100% mojo back, you know what is going to happen? Arsenal, you are going to the bridge. Arsenal, you're going to the bridge. You're going to face the Blues. And you know London's already blue, never green. I mean, never green, never red, never any color. It's always blue. Because the Blues have made that statement that London has only one color, which is blue. They've brought all the continental trophies, European trophies, world trophies to England. I mean, London. No one else have done it in London. No one else. All the London clubs, no one else. So if there's any bragging right, the London club, which is the Blues, have all the bragging right. They've brought everything there. In terms of the World Cup trophy, they want the World Club trophy. They brought it there first. Champions League trophy, London first. Leeds United, no, it's Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest is not in London. So they brought everything there first. So Chelsea are the pioneer of any continental trophy, Champions League, Super Cup, whatever you can talk about. All the trophies are there. So Arteta, instead of it to focus on Europe, that you've been there in Baku with Chelsea in the finals, and you lost to them. They beat you squarely. They beat you squarely. They beat you. They beat you. You have no answer to all those goals that were coming from Olivier Giroud, Eden Hazard, and Cole. You have no answer. So why wouldn't you prioritize this competition if you're not able to win the Premier League? At least there is a competition that you can boast of and give it to Arsenal fans that have been supporting you all this while. What's the percent rate that you can win? Go. The bookmakers will tell you. Up to now, the bookmakers will tell you that you are not favorite, Arteta. With all that 5 points you have leading Manchester City, the bookmakers are telling you that you're not favorite. They've ruled you out. And there's highly possibility that your upcoming games you could lose your games and drop points because you're going through players that are injured. You got 2 players that were out in yesterday's game, Arteta. What are you thinking? For how many times are you going to be naive playing in Europe? How many times, Arteta, are you going to be naive? You can't be that naive. You can't be that stupid, Arteta. Start your big players first. Secure the qualification. Get them out 60 to 70th minute. Let them rest. Let them start recovering from today till your next game. Get the plan ahead. This is the same thing that Pep Guardiola has been doing. Overthinking. You overthink in so many competitions you've played. You overthink in Germany. You overthink in against Chelsea in the Champions League final. You play the midfielder. You have a better midfielder that you don't play the midfielder. You play somebody else. Everybody keep telling you have to play the midfielder in attacking midfielder. And you did not do it. You lost the game because you were scared of Timo Werner on the left hand side. You were scared of that player on the right hand side, Kai Havertz on the right hand side. You were scared. Instead of you to play your own game, you were playing Thomas Tuchel's game, and that's how you lost the game. And you're still not thinking of it. We learned from our you have to learn from who you took over from. I'm not getting the word right, so I quit saying it. You have to learn from whoever you took from, what he did wrong, and you have to make sure you do it right. Your boss did the same thing many times, and it has cost him Champions League after he moved from Barcelona, and you're doing the same thing. So yeah, we talk about Arteta. Let's put Arteta aside. We're done with Arteta. Let's go to the press conference reactions. Today's press conference reaction in terms of the preview for Everton game. So many questions were being asked in terms of injury players. N'Golo Kante, in my opinion, from what Graham Potter said, N'Golo Kante will be out. Aubameyang will be out. Sterling also will be out. Aubameyang is suffering from his back. Reece James, staff said Reece James is ready. He'll be ready. I don't know if I overheard Potter saying he's not ready yet, but maybe staff said Reece James is fine. So Reece James, I think I said he said Reece James is fine. So that's what he said. And thank you very much, Patrick, for joining us today. So he did say about Reece James is fine. So did not he also talked about the Real Madrid game. He did not want to emphasize more on the Real Madrid game because he said we can try our best and win it, but then he wants to draw more attention on the Everton's game. And some of the questions that were being asked in terms of Sean Dyche's tactics and the way he plays. Sean Dyche's strength is all on set pieces, and for now it looks like a Chelsea defending coach has mounted a good strategy in terms of our defending. We're keeping clean sheet. We don't let many goals in anymore. So yeah, I'll say that we just let one goal in against Leicester City, but that goal was worthy of a goal. Individual brilliant coming from Patson Daka. So like I said, that goal was a standing goal. But besides that, we've been keeping clean sheet, even without our main defender, which is our king of our defense, which is Thiago Silva, who is out, who'll be out for a while. He's still not gonna be in ready for Everton game. But we still have Badiashile in there. We still have what's his name? It's this our Senegalese defender, which is I can't remember his name right now. Our Senegalese defender who has been playing well at this moment. Come on, what's his name? Kawhi. Come on, God help me. Give me the brain back. Koulibaly. We have Koulibaly who is defending very, very well. We have Bob Marley's son, which is we also have God, I'm gonna got my brain. I need some coffee. Blue Blood said you need some coffee today. I do. I heavily need some coffee. Let me take my brain away from there, and I'll get. Cucurella. We have Bob Marley's son. Cucurella right now. He's on top form. We have Fofana also playing on the right hand side, who's also on top form. So on the left hand side, we're doing very good. We have Ben Chilwell, who is healthy, who is strong, playing very, very well. On the left hand side, we have Cucurella, Bob Marley's little son, also playing very, very well with his long hair. So yeah, Cucurella, big up to you, Cucurella. So let me get into a few of the comments as we have here. Stav said Arteta out of his depth. He is concentrating on winning the EPL, Europa irrelevant compared to EPL. Thank you very much, Stav. And also Arteta out, Potter in, coming from a blue blood. Arteta out, Potter in. Blue blood. Okay. Stop said John Terry. Got as goals doesn't make you a striker. I think he's relating to Phantom of a mini topic. I don't care about Jorginho at the moment. I know he's not with the football club, so there's no reason to care about him. But then it's all about blue blood, man. Blue blood. Chelsea also won the full member cup, full members cup twice. Definitely. We have an upper edge. Madrid don't have, they eliminated us from the competition, but they don't have upper edge over Chelsea. No, they don't. We can dominate them in that aspect. We'll come into the qualification. Let me know what you guys make of the qualification. Not qualification, the draw earlier on today. Chelsea also won the full. Okay, I've read that one. Stop. So the game is at Arsenal. Not Oh, okay. The second. Okay, I was thinking maybe we went away first. Probably forgotten. Okay, so we hosted Arsenal first in the first leg. So yes, we're going to Arsenal ground, and that's where they lost the game. They lost their game yesterday at their own backyard. So Chelsea can go there and make madness. Chelsea can go there and make a difference to the game. It's at Arsenal, not Stamford Bridge. Thank you very much, staff, for the mistake. And also Patrick said that UTC up to Chelsea, coming from Mr. Patrick. Thank you, Mr. Patrick, for being here. The EPL pays 160 million, Europa about 50 million. You're ranting again, Nee. Why am I ranting? I don't think it's all about the money. It's not all about the money. If it's all about the money, I don't think Chelsea will play or kill themselves to win the Europa League trophy. That's not what I'm thinking about. Arsenal have more than 160 million in their bank. Arsenal is not looking for that money. Arsenal is looking for bragging rights since the club has been without trophy for quite a long time. So it's not about the money that you make from EPL. It is the silverware that they're thinking of. You can ask everyone. Guys, you can disagree with me if you think I'm not right over here. Stav is telling me I'm ranting, but I'm not ranting here. The main objective is to get a silverware to the football club. Arteta helped them win the FA Cup the other day from Chelsea. And that's all they've won. They are thinking of winning something from Europe, which all their mind where they were going to beat Sporting yesterday and be able to secure that trophy. I listen stuff. When I'm talking over here, sometimes don't make it sound like I don't know what I'm saying. I've listened to Arsenal Fan TV. I've listened to a lot of media where Arsenal fans were talking, and it really pained the Arsenal fans for being eliminated from the competition. That should tell you lots of them were in the same way that I'm saying that, not for the money, but then they want a silverware from Europe. That's what they wanted. It wasn't all about the money. 160, Arsenal has 160 million in a bank to bring it out. So it wasn't about how much you get from the competition, but then it was all about bringing home an European competition trophy. That is what I'm saying. So if stuff, that is what I'm trying to direct at. Maybe you got me wrong, but that's where I'm directing at. Staff said, why are you disrespecting European trophy? That's a question to you, Staff. Mr. Patrick is asking you this question. I didn't even see it, but then this is the question Mr. Patrick is asking you. Why are you disrespecting an European competition? I want Chelsea to go there again and win the Europa League 3 times and have that bragging right. 3 times. If you win it 3 times and you win Champions League 3 times, you got so much bragging right. Manchester United have won the Champions League 3 times. If we haven't slipped, if JT hasn't slipped at that time, we would have had the Champions League 3 times in our trophy cabinet. And Arsenal cannot even say anything. They can't even brag anymore. So European competitions is very, very important to every club, no matter how much money it's on. You won the silverware. Why do you think? Look at West Ham United. West Ham United are fighting very hard for the competition that they're playing in. That competition, they want to win it. Why do they want to win it? They want to have a silverware one day. And the way that they're prioritizing the Conference League over the Premier League. Because they can't win a Premier League, they can't win it. So this is a chance for a silverware. David Moyes is putting all his eggs in that basket to be able to win the whatever they call it, that competition that they're playing at this moment. So yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Patrick. Why are you disrespecting the European trophy? Chelsea have won it twice, so you shouldn't disrespect. It should be a silverware. You know what happened when you win silverware? It boosts the morale, and then also it psych your players to become a winning, to have a winning mentality. That's what Jose Mourinho did when he came to Chelsea. Winning trophies. Your mindset is nothing but to win. You feel very bad when you even draw. Draw is not a lose, it's not a win, but you feel very bad when you draw. But then because your team are used to winning. Patrick, EPL is straight ahead of Europa. That is not what we're saying, Staff. That is not what we're saying. That is not what we're saying. It's for you to have an European trophy in your cabinet. That is what Arsenal has to think about before starting those players. Start your big players, secure that qualification. Then 60th, 70th minute, you bring all those big guys, give them a time to recover and rest. Then okay, I've secured the competition, I've secured my position in the next stage. Now I can bring other players in. But now bookmakers are even saying you can't even win your trophy. Arsenal cannot even win it. So what's the sense of resting this place? There you are, even kicked out. And what's the guarantee you can win the Premier League? Staff, what's the guarantee that they can win the Premier League? Arsenal. Okay. Patrick, the history, it's more important than money. Absolutely, it is very, very important than money. How much money did Nottingham Forest got or receive at that time when they won the Champions League? But now history tells us that when you talk about the pioneers that have won the Champions League before, Nottingham Forest is one of them. Arsenal cannot brag of it. So Arsenal cannot even go to Nottingham Forest and brag that they are even better than them in terms of a continental trophy. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Arsenal are even Nottingham Forest are even better than Arsenal in the European competition because they haven't won anything. Nottingham Forest have won the Champions League before once. So that should tell you the bragging right when it comes to European competition. Trophies are very, very important. Reese is fine. Kante is gonna be integrated step by step. Yes. A question was being asked as was being told that Kante is too early for Kante because he has to get a build up. They have to build him up into high profile games bit by bit, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes here and there to get his fitness well before, because we've seen this happen many times where players get back from injury and then it didn't take them that long to get injured again. Many times from Reece James is one of them example. Also Ben Chilwell, another example. So I like the way Graham Potter is managing the injuries of these players. It's very, very good thing. Like I said, he's managing these players very, very well. We don't have to rush to bring them back. I mean, what are we fighting for? At the end of the day, we can't even win it. We can't even make it to top four. We can't even make it to top four. So top five, top six, top seven, top six, top five, we can fight for that position. So give time for players to recover and bring them at the right time. So I love what Graham Potter is doing in my at this moment in time on the players. So thank you very much, Chad, for that information. Arsenal has never ever won a European trophy. There you go. They've never won. So why would they prioritize the Premier League, which they cannot even win? It's been decades they haven't win it. What's the possibility? What's the chance that they can win it? That's what I'm trying to say. So why do you prioritize 150 million over 50 million? It's not about the money. Arsenal has more than 150 million to bring out from the bank. They have that. They have more than that. But it's all about European glory. That's what I've made Chelsea the global club as it is everywhere. That's what I've made them. It's by winning trophies. Arsenal has coming from Patrick. Thank you very much. FFP makes money important. Stav, makes money important. Stav is always arguing. And I love Stav. I love Stav. I love him. He always get me going all the time. European pedigree makes it more important. Coming from Patrick again. Whatever, Patrick. I know. Whatever everyone says, Stav would disagree, and I don't care. Staff disagreement is very, very important. He has to disagree. That's what this platform is for. That's what this platform keep me going. I love people who agree and disagree to other people's opinion, but then we don't have to disrespect other people's opinion. It's very, very important. We have to understand Arteta has bottled it. No matter what you say, Arteta within him is feeling that pain. He's feeling that pain because I saw his demeanor. I saw his face on the dugout. He felt it. He said another disappointment. It was a shambolic performance from Arteta. They were missing. They were giving the balls out here and there. Look at that goal coming from the halfway line. Look at that goal. Worthy of a goal. It could be the goal of the season in that competition, Europa competition. Kante, Silva, James Chilwell, and Enzo. If these guys are fit, we have a real shot at beating Real Madrid. Absolutely. If N'Golo Kante can get himself back. I don't even want to force N'Golo Kante to be back. Look at how Kovacic is playing at this moment in time. He's on top of his game. Kovacic is really on top of his game. Paired with Enzo Fernandez with those silky passes, chipping and lobbing ball to Kai Havertz, finishing, having that crispy finishing in his game. And that is what we've been talking about all the time about Kai Havertz finishing. And he's bringing it to the table. So if you have players like Enzo Fernandez that have the eye of Cesc Fabregas and who again? Is there any other player that was giving those crispy and then left-looking passes? The player that look on the left-hand side and then give a pass that goes on the right-hand side. How many players were doing that? Xavi, Iniesta, those are the people. But we have Enzo Fernandez. I keep saying that. We have to send 20 more million to Real Costa for giving us that player. 20 more million. He deserves more, 20 more million. 20 people say it's too much. There was too much money. I said Real Costa deserve more. Thank you very much, Mr. Chad, for that wonderful comment over there. If we have these players up and ready, we can surprise Real Madrid. They're not on top form. There's nothing that says that they can beat us. There's nothing that says they can beat us. They've not been having the best of season so far. Look at Barcelona. Look at what Manchester United did to Barcelona, and they are on top of their La Liga. Barcelona is on top of La Liga. That should tell you that Real Madrid, there's nothing that Real Madrid can bring to the table that should scare Chelsea at all. There's nothing that Real Madrid should bring to the table. They can only bring experience. And then 14 times, excuse me, 14 times winner of that competition. That is the only thing they can win. They can bring it. They have that winning mentality. We also have that winning mentality. We've won it twice. We've won it 14 times. So take that 2 out of the 14. It left you with 12. So they have 12 times winner and we have 0. That is all. If we haven't won it before, it means that 12 times and we haven't. So let's cancel our 2 and theirs is 12. We haven't win it. That's the only thing we can go in that game. But we've won it before. We also know how to win it. We know how to win it from Manchester City, and also how to win it from penalty shootouts. We know how to do it. We mess up one on penalty shootouts, but we can still do it. So that is coming from also Patrick said Chelsea, the only club in London with European Cup. It's why it's important. Thank you very much. You up to Chelsea. Bring on Madrid. Bring on everyone you want to bring on. I'll be a little bit scared if we have to move on to play. We have to move on and play either Man City or Bayern Munich. But I'm not scared of Bayern Munich either. Bayern, I'm not scared of Bayern. Let's get there. If you want to be a big team, you have to play the big guys. Okay, new Weitzman, big up to you, my big brother. Says good afternoon, Blue Clouds. Absolutely, I'm doing very well, my big brother. He says I felt so much joy when Arsenal bottled it. Oh my goodness, why not? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? They're a banter club, they're a banter club, and they bottle. They talk too much. Arsenal talk too much. But this is the time that we have to raise our voice on them and then banter them too. They talk too much. The Reds talk too much. They have a gun, but then they can't kill. If you have a gun and you can't even kill a bird, then what kind of gun do you have? Is it an AK-45 or what kind of ammunition do you have? They call them gunners, but then they can't shoot. Oh my goodness. They have to throw that gun away and buy pistols. Pistols that can kill maybe a lady bird or something. Because they're having the gun, but then they're not shooting. Real Madrid versus Chelsea. Great game coming from Mosto. Big up to you, Mosto. Big up to you. Hope you're doing very, very well, guys. So do not forget, if you come in and you haven't subscribed or you haven't liked the video, it helps the platform a lot to put a like on the video, and also you can share the video for me. It helps the algorithm, YouTube algorithm, push the video to places. And then, guys, like I always keep saying that I have a lot of things for this platform. Do not stick to me all the time. Do not look at the numbers and run away. Sometimes YouTube do bad madness. But for the past 1 week now, I don't know what's going on. If I don't know. I can't explain it. It's unbelievable, from 500 to 9, 12, and 13, and I don't know what's going on with YouTube. But I keep doing what I do best, because it's all about coming over here. Even if I used to stream when there was 1-2 people were watching, so that nothing, it still motivates me, because I love what I'm saying and I love talking association football. So when I come over here, I'll still continue and talk. One day the world will hear my voice. That's what it is. It's just like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, or Marcus Garvey, Sadifo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Nelson Mandela, or Haile Gabriel Selassie. They never stop talking. They never stop preaching the word. They talk. They talk until the whole world hears them. Bob Marley, which is one of my legends. It's not just a music legend, but then legend in terms of his messages that he sent to the world. So I listen to these people, and they encourage me. They tell me to keep moving. If you haven't got what you're looking for, keep going. You will get to that light. It's a bright light over there, and we are trying to see it. And I'll see it. I'll see that light. Real Madrid versus Chelsea. Great game coming from most of my brother. Says there is a difference between Champions League and Europa. Ask Arsenal fans which they want more, EPL or Europe. I'll ask Gunnar. I'm gonna clip this question and I'm gonna send it to my brother Gunnar. Probably he will give me an answer at this moment. He'll come on right away and give me an answer. So yeah, thank you very much. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, and then I'll send it to him. He's an Arsenal fan. He'll give us an answer right away whilst you're streaming. So Gunnar, my brother, I've missed him. It's been a while since I see him on the stream, but yeah, he'll give an answer right away if he gets this. So Gunnar, yeah, I've shoot the message to him. He'll give me an answer. He probably is going to join us. He's probably going to join us and even give us an answer in the chat once he sees my message. So yeah, thank you very much from Stav. I like a comment. I only lost one in our last 7 against Real Madrid. That is coming from Mr. Patrick. 1-1-1 says the Bernabeu is Mason Mount playground. I felt bad. Probably I'm I'm not so sure. Mason is not ready for tomorrow's game. I'm not so sure if I heard anything about Mason. Since starting out of, I know he's been called out to the England national team. Mason Mount and also Reece James are also been calling out, but I'm not so sure about Thiago. I mean, Chilwell. I'm not so sure about Chilwell's name. Guys, let me know if Chilwell's name was in the English national team call up list. Let me know. Okay, staff said that only lost one in 7 games period, not last 7. Okay, thank you very much. Staff, for it. You know what I mean. Staff, you always do this. Staff, you always correct people if you know they made a short mistake. Just sometimes ignore it, unless someone come with the statistics and you feel like, okay, this statistic is not right. Let me draw my brother's attention to it. Then you can. But Stavy will do this all the time. I love Stavy anyway. A league is more important when you haven't won it for almost 20 years. For look, Stav, at this moment in time, any trophy is important for us now. They've never won the Europa League before. You get what I'm saying? And 20 years and Europa League, what difference does it make? They've never won the Europa League before. So if you say that the league is more important than the Europa League, but you have to ask yourself, which is more easy? Which will be more easy for your team to win? If it was that easy to win, they would have qualified yesterday. Stop. If it was that easy for them to win it, they would have qualified yesterday. That should tell you that it wasn't easy for Arsenal, or it wasn't easy winning the Europa competition. That is why they got kicked off. Now he's gonna look his backside and figure out what he did wrong and what he did right. So I think we can both agree that Arsenal has been in the mud. I understand. Yeah, we can agree. I agree with you, Mr. Patrick. I don't know what Lord is saying. I agree, but it only makes the language, the league champion more easier. One game a week. One game a week. Okay, I've read that one. Chelsea isn't getting through. It's CL path. Dream on. Coming from Lord. Big up to you, Lord. I hope you're doing very, very well, Mr. Lord. Neat, what are you talking about? What you have in the bank is irrelevant. FFP FFP relate to club generated income in that season. Okay, staff. Staff, I'd like to have you here today. Hopefully, when I'm about to end the stream, half an hour to go, you can join me here if you want to. If not, that is fine. Because West Ham have won hardly anything. If they go down, the Conference League will be irrelevant. I mean, West Ham believe that we can do much in the Premier League, but this is the only time we can show our fans a trophy. That's what they just did. You get what I'm saying? That's exactly what they just did. So they're fighting hard. They're fighting very hard to Conference League glory. That's coming from Stav. Thank you very much, Stav. And also, Forest won it when it was the European Cup under a straight knockout. So it wasn't even easy. Straight knockout. Pam, 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 pam. You're out. You go in. You move on. So yes, Chilwell is in the squad. Thank you very much, Lord. Thank you very much for giving me that information. I forgot. I couldn't remember everything in the squad. But yeah, Arsenal won the European Cup, Winner Cup in 1994, the second ranked UEFA trophy ahead of the UEFA as Europe was known as at that time. They also won the First Cup, the predecessor to the predecessor to Europa. So thank you very much, Stav, for that also. I've clicked it down. So yes, we have gone through all the comments. I've tried as much as we then. I've gone through all the comments. So I want to thank myself for going through them. So as we have here on the list is right there. It's right there on the screen. In terms of who we will be facing here. Over here, we're going to Madrid. Play Madrid first at home. Keep it close, clean sheet. Not to concede that many. If you have to concede, try and get a draw. Come back to the breach, like I've said, and a lot of people have said in terms of professional players, how the fans are very close to in terms of Premier League, Premier League players go to Stamford Bridge. The fans are really, really, really close to the pitch. So the noise that they make, it makes an extra player on the pitch. So that alone can boost Chelsea to be able to get over the. We saw what happened. Real Madrid, we can beat Real Madrid. Why not? Real Madrid, a boogie club, man. We can beat them. So yeah, beating Real Madrid. From there, we have to wait for these two big teams. I'm very happy these two teams are meeting. But look at here. There's high possibility we're gonna have an Italian team in the finals. There is a possibility because I'm very sure these two teams will meet, and then Napoli will beat AC Milan. Napoli finish AC Milan, he'll be right here waiting for Benfica to play. Benfica will definitely knock Inter Milan out. And when they knock Inter Milan out, it will be Napoli. Napoli will be here to face Benfica. And Napoli will have an easy road to the finals. They will be getting this spot. But here, it's not going to be that easy for whoever play one of these two teams. Home and away, you have to count your luck. You can't miss any chance that come your way. Kai Havertz have to get his scoring boots ready. Kai Havertz have to get his scoring boots ready, guys. Give me a few seconds, and I will be right back. Give me a few seconds. Let me see what I have an update in terms of Premier League. It's an update here. I thought I had any updates, but I don't. Okay, yeah, not an update. I'm fine, guys. I'm fine. Sorry about that. I thought so. Like I said, it will be an Italian team playing the finals versus any of these three teams over here. 1, 2, 3. So definitely we're gonna see an Italian team going to the finals. Big up to you, my big brother here, Julius. Fantastic evening and nice to see you here. Unfortunately, for Chelsea, Santiago Bernabeu is their playing ground, and they will make it very tough and then difficult for Real Madrid and finish the business at Stamford Bridge. Absolutely, just like I'm saying, if we can keep it close, keep it tight, not to concede. If it's that bad, just concede one and finish the game at Stamford Bridge, or go for a draw, not even conceding. If you have to concede, make sure you score a goal to equalize, and then we finish the game at Stamford Bridge. So that's what we'll be looking at this moment. We've looked into that. We move on to predicted lineup. We've talked about also the strength of Everton team. The strength is their set pieces. That is what Sean Dyche plays. He gets one goal, he sits deep, relax, and make sure he capitalizes on set pieces, because he always, I don't know how he works, how he trains his players. They feed more, they work more, get more goals, and they have top players. They have Abdoulaye Doucouré, another player that can make a big difference when time is up. Abdoulaye Doucouré can make a difference in terms of set pieces, and also Onana in the midfield there, the Belgium international, very, very good player. I was thinking he could even come to Chelsea. Chelsea were linked with him once upon a time, but then couldn't make it. So Abdoulaye Doucouré there, and then we have Alexi Iwobi, and then also we're gonna look out for Dwight McNeil. I'm sure that's what his name is, Dwight McNeil. Dwight McNeil will McNeil. I think Dwight McNeil is the name. He can also cause trouble. He had the only goal against Brentford when they play at the Everton Park. He has the only goal, and it was a 1-0. So that should tell you Sean Dyche game is going to be difficult. So Pep and Potter have to be ready for that game. Potter has to be ready. It will be a very, very difficult game, in my opinion. So Potter has to be very ready for Sean Dyche, because we have to be very careful in how we play our high line and all that kind of stuff, because he capitalized on counter attacking and free kicks, and when he gets the goal, he sits very deep, because we have to know that the situation at Everton is not the best for them. They are trying to stay in the Premier League, and they are not far off. They're just 1 point away from relegation zone. So they're trying to keep keep the momentum going. One goal project, two goals, and then they keep themselves up. So they don't need a whole lot of goals to be able to get a win. One goal, and they protect that win, that goal to the end of the whistle. So Chelsea have to find players. We have Joao Felix, who can be able to play, who's very, very good in playing in very tight spaces, and be able to play in a very, very deep low block. So Joao Felix can make a difference, and then also we have to use Modric very, very well if he's going to start. At this moment, Sterling is not healthy, so Sterling will not start. I'm not so sure if Madueke will be returning back to the starting lineup, but if he returns, we have to use our flanks very, very, very effective when we get a counter, because we haven't scored many goals from a counter attacking. And I even said the other day how many big chances that Chelsea have missed, over the time that we're not scoring goals. I did that statistics earlier on. I put it up, and I'm gonna bring that up in terms of this is what I got it all together. This is coming from, this is Chelsea's right now, 5 points off European place. So we have 5 points. If you're able to get that 5 points, and in our subsequent game coming up, we could make it to European places and play in Europe next season. And also score. Chelsea have scored 27 and conceded 27 goals. So we've conceded too many. Like I said, Kepa keeping 9 clean sheets in that's in 27 games. We kept 9 clean sheets in 27 games, and also Kepa has kept 8 clean sheets of 9 Premier League games. So Kepa is not doing that bad. And then we're going to talk about our top goal scorers. We have Kai Havertz, who is on 6 goals at this moment. Ryan Sterling on 4 goals. Mason Mount on 3 goals. Kalidou Koulibaly on 2 goals. And 8 players. 8 players are all on 1 goals in that order. And also assists, we have 6 players on assists. Enzo Fernandez on 2, and then 8 other players 1 each. And also Chelsea have only scored 1 free kick this season, and this is what I talk about. That is Mount versus Villa. That is it. We don't score many from all the free kicks that we have. We don't score many from them. And also, this is what I want to elaborate in terms of, if you guys are listening, big chances missed by Premier League, which is Kai Havertz have missed 10 of them. Big chances. It's not just half chances. These are big chances that Chelsea players have missed in the Premier League. Kai Havertz have missed 10 of them. Raheem Sterling have missed 7 of them. How many already? That's 17. Ryan Sterling have mixed 7 of them. We have Joao Felix, who have also mixed 3 of them. That makes how many? 20. It makes 20 of them. Lewis Hall, Aubameyang, and also Modric have made 2 of those big chances. And then 7 players have missed 1 of them. 7 players each have missed 1. So that is over 20 big chances. So 25 big chances missed by our players. So 25 big chances added to our tally. If we should get all those as goals. That's big chances being missed. And if you talk about big chances also being created that Chelsea haven't been able to convert those chances, Ziyech is one of them. Ziyech have created the big chances. Gallagher, Sterling, 5 of those chances have come from Ziyech, Gallagher, and Sterling. So the team is playing well. We can see that big chances are being created, but the conversion rate is very, very low. Aspilicueta, Havertz, 4 each. They've missed 4. 4 of those chances. Mason Mount, 3 of them. 5 players, including Enzo Fernandez, have missed 2 of them. Silva, Mbadishia, Felix have made 1 each. So these are all chances, big chances being created, and then we couldn't able to finish those chances. So these are some of the statistics that we have here. And then we talk about Everton. I also make a research and get more on Everton also. Everton sits right now this moment 15 positions in the Premier League, 1 point above relegation zone, 3 points off bottom of the table. So it's not looking good, just 1 point above the relegation zone. If they don't win it, it means that they're dropping down. That will make this competition, this game tomorrow, very, very difficult for Chelsea, in my opinion, because they want to get out of the relegation zone and leave it for the rest to fight over it. So they've scored 20 goals and they have conceded 38 Premier League goals, which leave them in negative 18. So that's a lot of goals conceded after playing a 27 games. Pickford played 27 of the 27, keeping it 6 clean sheet. So I think I have it back. Gunnar said Premier League all day, bro. That's what Gunnar said. Gunnar prioritized Premier League. So there you go, Staff. The answer, it's over to you. Gunnar said he prioritized the Premier League more than any other trophy. So yeah, Gunnar has given this answer, and I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what he said. He just sent that to me. So that is coming from Gunnar himself. So that's what we have. I talk about. So we have to really look into what Everton are doing, and also Pickford. Like I said, Pickford has been. I've kept some 6 clean sheets. So yeah, Pickford, English number one, very good, good goalkeeper. Also Sean Dyche, I've been in the team for 7 games now. He's won 3 of them. His first win was against Arsenal at the Emirates, and he had that just one goal. He is a one-goal project man. So if he score one goal against Chelsea, it will be difficult for Chelsea to score. We have to get that. The guys have to get that. Sean Dyche is a one-goal project manager at this point in time, from how he's letting the guys play. We score one goal, we protect that goal to the end. If they get a chance, they'll score more. But if they don't get a chance to score more, it means that they are keeping that one goal to the end of the referee's whistle. So they've won 3 games. They've drawn a 1 game and be defeated. They've lost 3 games. So 7 games for under Sean Dyche. Top players scored under Everton team. We have Demarai Gray, who scored 4 goals, 2 penalties. Dwight McNeil has scored 3 goals. So I said he's a player that we have to look out for. Oh, Neri, big up to you, Neri, my brother. I hope you're doing very, very well. And Julius, also thanks everyone for your comments. Julius said, unfortunately, Chelsea, I think I've read that once. Let me read the new ones that I have here. Unfortunately for Chelsea, there's Santiago Benaga. I think I've read that one. It's a playground for Mason Mount. We have played at the Bernabeu just once. Man, I'm just happy to see Kante back up the Chelsea. Absolutely, Kante is back, but he's not going to feature in tomorrow's game. Going to say stop. So why is it over to me? I said English Premier League is priority. Well, stuff. Arsenal fans said that is it. So they prioritize the English Premier League for 20 years. So you probably you're spot on, staff. You're spot on. Thank you very much, staff. When you deserve it, I will give it to you, Mr. Staff. When you deserve it, I will give it to you. Okay. So what is next? What is next? What is next to talk about? Also, we're gonna get into, we've talked a lot about Arsenal. We've talked about players in terms of who to look out for. I've talked about Dwight McNeil to talk about here. Thank you very much. Thank you. I gotta get myself some big B. Thank you very much. It's good to get some ice, some nice iced coffee. I'm not trying to get them here, but it's good to have some nice iced coffee to quench me down. Okay, we talk about Arsenal. We've talked about Arsenal here. We've talked about our preview and players to look out for. And I've talked about Dwight McNeil, which I said he'll be a danger player. He's scored 3 goals and 9 others have scored 1 each. Assists will be Alex and Wobby. And Alex and Wobby have scored 6 assists. 6 assists, and also Dwight McNeil has 2. So he assists and he scores 2. So he'll be, if you guys look at my thumbnail, he's the guy on the thumbnail. He is a difficult player. He's a difficult player. I'm not so sure if that's what I have there, but if my thumbnail says Dwight McNeil will be a very difficult player to play So we have to look at him. We have to keep our eyes on him. Chelsea is the opposite. Usually very good in Europe. Absolutely. Yeah, that's coming from Gunnar. So that's from Gunnar, coming from Gunnar. Thank you very much, Gunnar, for replying to that comment. So let's look into whatever we have here left. Chelsea vs Everton. I did talk about it. Chelsea will look into win the fourth in a row. Can Graham Potter be able to win a fourth consecutive game in a row in all competition? That will be a boost. That will be plus for Graham Potter. And I know Graham Potter is very happy. And he even talked about it. He even talked. He said something that I really love, and I was always willing to hear from Graham Potter. He talked very well for the supporters' behavior, and it said supporters always have the right to be angry because there was nothing for them to support. There was nothing for them to hang on to. If we're not playing well, we're not winning games. And the same thing that I've said on this platform time and time again, that there is nothing that the fans are willing to see and to hold on to. So whatever Potter was saying in terms of some abuse and fans are not being abused, I don't condone it. I don't condone that at all. But the in the way that the fans were very angry and upset with him, they always right, which anyone that came on our platform, anyone, including me, that we're all angry and then we're not supporting the club. I mean, the club and Potter, not the club, but Potter in terms of when the difficult times. We're all right in terms of what we're doing because we want him to perform. We want him to perform. So now the team is performing. We know when it's bad time, when it's good time. We understand that. But then losing to we know we got injury. Let's put that injury and everything. I'm not ignoring the injury. Let's put that injury aside. Let's put the injury aside. Playing to two relegation team, it was not nice from Graham Potter, and he acknowledged that. He acknowledged that it wasn't a good thing. Going to why is it over to? Okay, I've read that one. And Blue Blood said Chelsea should beat Everton and go above Phantom Fulham. Blue Blood staff said the Blue Blood shy don't jinx them. Say don't jinx them. Okay, Graham Potter. We're still talking on Graham Potter. How many more? I've talked over an hour now. We will try and beat Everton, take the Champions League draw, and then we will try and win the Champions League. That is coming from Graham Potter. He says we'll try. We'll try. He doesn't want to talk much more about the Real Madrid game, but all he said was we will try. And then let's look at the possible or predicted lineup that I have put together in terms of my list. I was thinking about Kepa, Arisa, Belaga, but let me see what this platform also have on here. Let me see what this platform have now. So I like to share. Guys, give me a minute. So let me see the predicted lineup that we have from this platform and see if that will be okay for Chelsea. So this is what I have from this platform in terms of personnel. Let me see if really it matches what I have here, because I did mine separately. I have Kepa Arisa Balaga in goal post. I have Fofana on the right hand side, and it looks like it's similar. I have Koulibaly in there. I have Cucurella. Perfect. I have James. James is right there. I have a Kovacic. Kovacic is right there. I have Enzo Fernandez. Enzo is right there on my list. And I have Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell is on the left hand side. We're playing with the back three. Absolutely, that's right. I have Modric on the left hand side. Jacques Felix on the right hand side. I have Kai Havertz. Repeated the same formation, the same personnel that played in the last game. So Ryan Sterling, hamstring injury at this moment. Should see Modric starting again. Look to build on his asset from the victory over Leicester City. So yeah, Modric was a little bit better in the Leicester City game. We need more from him, and it comes to time. He's now trying to adjust to a new Premier League, a new league, and a new culture, a new atmosphere that will take him time. So what do I have here? Staff said, "What did you expect? Don't put to one side. What do you expect? Don't put to one side." I'm not getting that stuff. What to relegation side? I think you're trying to refer to when I was talking about the relegation teams that we lost against. If that's what you're saying, that's what I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Okay. Thank you very much, Stav, for the comment. So we talk about Arsenal. Pedro Guns. Could draw Sporting level. That's the Pedro guy. He draw the Sporting level against Arsenal Thursday with an end. Um, okay, that one, the strike coming from that. I think I've talked about Arsenal, so I'm not going to go back to Arsenal again. Manchester United also qualify. I've talked about Manchester United qualify. Marcus Rashford goal made the difference for Man United and their win against Real Betis. And they're going back to Spain again. They're going back to the Europa League champions, in which we know they are the masters of the Europa competition. Man United sell. This is the update I was going to give you. Man United sell as per Fabrizio Romano. Positive feelings on Sheikh Jassim side after delegation spent 10 hours at Man United today. They remain determined to buy 100% of the club after talks. So the sale, it looks like it's going to go through, and this is coming from Fabrizio Romano. He tweeted this, so it looks like there is going to be lots of money going around at Manchester United. The sale will still go on. What I did we did have in an earlier stream that we did talk about Manchester United. Probably, if you're not careful, there will be another American team that will inject money into the football club and then invest, but then we don't have anything to do with the football club. So from what we're having here, if possible, I'll be very very happy that Sheikh can come inside. I know everyone wants the oil money. Everyone, they will tell you when they were. I mean, Manchester United are very very hypocrites. I never knew how football fans can be that hypocrites. But Manchester United fans, I've seen they are very, very hypocrite. They were all against Roman Abramovich. Arsenal fans were all against Roman Abramovich. But ask that now, you can ask any Arsenal fan that, hey, would you like any oil people to come and take over your club? They will say, yes, yes. Yeah, Arsenal fans will tell you. That should tell you how hypocrites football fans can be. A couple years ago when they asked Newcastle fans, they'll tell you Manchester City have bought the trophy. Chelsea club have bought the trophy. But there you guys are doing the same thing today. Let's see when they win it, and then let's hear from them if they're gonna say, if people tell them, hey, you guys bought the trophy, they'll say, okay, Chelsea did it, and leave up. I mean, Man City also have done it. Let's see how that goes, because they are hypocrites. Man United fans, Arsenal fans, they're all hypocrites. No, I haven't forgotten Badishir. But then the reason why I haven't forgotten Badishir is because of our trying to keep momentum and keep consistency. Go with the same team that you will be playing those Champions League with. Badishir is not in the Champions League team. So, in my opinion, if they're gonna rest, I don't think Koulibaly need to be rested. He needs to be rested. Badishir is for the future. Koulibaly is for just today and tomorrow. Badishir will be the football club for years. So when that option, the body share will get lots of opportunity. We have to keep momentum. I know he's been a good player. I haven't forgotten body share. Not at all. Not at all. If Everton are a threat at set pieces, they need body share ahead of Cucurella. That is right. That is right, Blue Blood. Spot on, Blue Blood. That is right. You're spot on. Spot on, Blue Blood. 100%. Cucurella, we need, because we're not going to do much of overlap in here because those guys are going to sit deep. Thank you very much. I love that comment from you. We're going to need Badishia in that position as also a natural left-footed center back. We're going to need Badishia to be able to use his height to clear all those set pieces coming in. Thank you very much. Thank you. Terry Tuna. Big up to you, Terry Tuna. Name the two relegation side. We lost two. We lost to two teams that were not playing very well, which is West Ham United and also Southampton, who were not also relegated team. They're not playing well. They sit down in the bottom and we couldn't win against them. So that is from me. Big up to you, Terry. I hope you're doing very well. Nice to see you here. Um, okay, Southampton. The United fans have never accepted Glazers. Yes, because the Glazers bought them out, put so much depth in the football club. Terry, I know that number one. Terry Tuna, that's number two coming from Terry. Thank you very much, Terry. Um, guys, for being here, and then also sending your comments. And guys, do not forget to put a like, and then also keep a bell notification icon active at all times so you don't miss anything from the platform. So we're talking about Manchester United. The takeover will go through the shake. Will take. I know Manchester United fans want the Glazers out. They don't care anything they want to put in. They want the Glazers out. They want a club that will come in and buy the whole club and leaving the team without any debt. Chelsea don't have any debt. Chelsea have no debt. Chelsea have no debt, and that is very good when you have a club comes in and buy, 100%, buy the club 100%. So we didn't lose to West Ham. We couldn't score. We draw that game, but it's a game that we couldn't afford to lose. I understand, Stav, what you're saying. It's not a game that we couldn't have. We could have won that game. We have so many chances, and then also I don't want to dwell on that handball situation because Chelsea were better than West Ham. They should have done better. My United fans hate them. Them. That's why they formed a club back in 2003 called FC United. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Terry, for the education. Thank you very much. So, yeah. So this is what they play. This is what they play 4-5-1 for the way they line up. And they try to overload and capture the midfield. But then we have more better players that can keep the ball better than, Abdullah Dukori, better than Idrissa Gana Gate. But Onana, he's a difficult player to play against. Onana and this guy, do not take your eyes off him. Dwight McNeil is a difficult player. But then they're back. This guy don't have legs. Sherman Coleman, whatever his name is, don't have that much leg anymore. Kane, he's dead. Kane is dead in the defense. Tarkowski, good on a good day. Godfrey, and also another young player with lots of leg. But him over here, we have to find this place. And I know Modric, Kai Havertz, João Felix, Modric will exploit this channel. Abdullah Dukuri not good on the ball. He has a lot of energy to run and tackle balls, but then we have to exploit this line here, and that's how we can get the ball in the back of the net for Pitford. We exploit this channel. Here will be a little bit difficult, but then here, this guy also does a lot of overlapping and leaves so much space behind him. So him too, he doesn't have that much leg we can cover. He's not good for defending. So there's so much room for us to penetrate. There's room here. There's a lot of room. Use this channel. Use this Chelsea, Modric, Kovacic, Havertz, Felix. Use this channel. Put crosses in. Kai Havertz will finish them. Period. Terry said, let me see that real quick. Terry said that they advertise in the non-league super for paper for players over 1,000 players 10 up. For players over 1,000 players 10 up. Thank you very, very much. I love when I have wonderful people. Guys, I'm gonna drop. It's time to drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link there. Terry, stop. If you guys are watching Blue Blood, if you guys are all watching, and you want to join in here, and let's have a short discussion in terms of the Premier League. Premier League fixture game tomorrow. Any other game tomorrow you want to react on, you're free. You're welcome to react. And also the Champions League draw. If you have any reaction, Manchester City, Manchester United takeover, you have any reaction? There are also other players that will be moving. Transfer updates at this moment. That's what we have to talk about. So I'm gonna send a link in here. If you want to join, if you're free, join. If you're not, I have some few minutes to wrap up the screen. Then I'll wrap the stream up. Besides that, I'm good to go. If you have time, go for it. We're gonna talk about contract and transfer update. Whew, lots of talking. Um, Transfer and contract updates. It's what is next to talk about, and we'll talk about Declan Rice. Declan Rice. This is coming from Florian Pettenberg. If you guys know Florian Pettenberg, he's a journalist that is. I mean, he's a Bundesliga specialist. He's more familiar with the Bundesliga. Um, um, so he does more for the Bundesliga games. Big up to you, brother. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, hey, how you doing, Blue Bloods?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. It's nice to see you, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm really looking forward to the draw, the draw against Real Madrid. I know that
All
you know
right.
we had our difficulties last season, but hopefully we'll be able to do it again. We also got like a big group of
Mhm.
Atlanta Chelsea fans going in for this match.
Yeah. Um, Considering the draw, how confident are you, bro? How confident are you in terms of the draw?
I'm a little confident. I know
Yeah.
that what we were doing with what happened with Liverpool, they were dealing with a lot of injuries, like us. So now that what you said earlier about Potter making
Right.
sure that everyone's 100% fit and healthy, hopefully that will be the case come April. Come April when we start the away leg, and then of course we see the home leg on the 15th.
Absolutely. I think Chelsea can do the madness over Real Madrid because Real Madrid hasn't really scared Chelsea over the years. We've gone to the Bernabeu. We've proved to them that look, we can meet you guys boot to boot. We've put a threat. We scored goals, but then luckily the number of goals couldn't put us through the last time we go to the Madrid Bernabeu. But then the difficult one will be whoever come through from Manchester City and Bayern Munich. That would be the difficult one because Bayern Munich, they're playing. They got good players. Kingsley Coman always scared me, and then Gnabry. Those guys, are, they scare the crap out of me when I see them play. To be honest with you, that would be the difficult part. But besides that, if we keep playing the way we're playing, we have the momentum at this moment. Reece James is on top of his game. Kai Havertz, if you keep banging in the goals and then the chemistry is still clicking, I mean, I won't be scared playing any other person, my bro. I don't think so. We can make it. What do you think?
Me, or brother up
Oh,
there,
yeah, my
Atlanta,
brother. Yeah, my brother out there.
Atlanta.
Atlanta Blues. Can you hear me,
Oh wait,
bro?
now can you repeat the question again? You kind of broke up. Huh?
Oh, um, yeah, I was like, if we keep playing the way we're playing with the chemistry and the momentum we have, it looks like it is clicking, and that is what we're waiting for because we know Potter has been trying this for quite some time, and the team was not clicking, it wasn't gelling. But then some people say, some panelists said, oh. Until it start clicking for Chelsea, we're gonna see the best out of Chelsea now. So I'm saying if we keep playing the same way, there's no way that we should be scared of either Manchester City or Bayern Munich if we should draw any of these players. I mean, any of these teams.
Yo, I'm completely sorry right now because you can. I think it's the rain. It's raining over here in Atlanta, so I
Oh,
think
okay.
I think it's messing
Okay.
up with the
Well,
service.
let me quickly fill in then.
Yeah. Big up
Like,
to you. Big up to you,
obviously, big
TFCOG,
up, man.
brother.
How you doing, brother, man?
Doing
Let
all
me
right.
slide
Doing
in
all
here
right. Doing
quickly,
all
man.
right.
I'll say with Bayern, I think if we're doing well, we could beat them. But it's Man City. I just feel like they've got our number this season, nah?
Yeah.
It's like they know exactly what to do. Two steps ahead against the Chelsea, and even if we level up, they'll still be one step ahead. Especially over two legs. Like we could always beat Man City over one game. That could happen, cool. But two legs, I don't know. It's a big ask. I prefer Bayern Munich. I think Bayern Munich will beat them. It's Pep's time to fluff. Once he fluffs this one, that'll be like what, six in a row. You cannot win Champions League with Man City.
Yeah.
So I reckon they're gonna do a little blip, and hopefully Man City will go out. I prefer Bayern over them, but we're counting our chicks too early, man. The eggs haven't hatched. We need to go
Yeah,
to the Bernabeu first and foremost.
finish
You know, there's
finish
a
that
lot
one
of
first.
atmosphere there. You know,
Yeah,
it's not the broken Bernabeu no more. They fixed it up. I know we
yeah,
got a decent record there. You know, I think we've drawn one. We had a win last season. Technically, it was a win, even though we did get knocked out because of the goal differential. It was still a win either way. So I'm hoping we could get a little win there. And this time, it's we got Atlanta, man. This
yeah,
time it is Bernabeu first and then Stamford Bridge, right?
yeah. That's
That is
advantage.
that is so. I much prefer that. I'm still shocked to this day that we lost to them large.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a small loss at the
See,
bridge. I was like maybe 1 or 2-1.
I
Yeah.
think I think we bottled that game. Some
Yes, of course.
Yeah, Mendy passed to Rudiger. That was Mendy's shambolic performance in that game. Really cost us that game. We were on top of that game. If you have kept it very close at Stamford Bridge and go to Madrid and play the way we played
Hmm.
Madrid, bro, we could have come back, qualify and go to the finals
Yeah,
again.
but would we have played that way at Madrid if we
Yeah,
were up 1-0? I don't think so. We were down and out. So
yeah,
Tuchel just had to pull out the big German guns, you know? He was like, let's go
absolutely.
all the way. But still, man, that's what the Champions League made of, man. Those nights are precious either way. I am hoping we get to the finals at
Mhm.
least, even if it's crazy. If we beat these teams to get to the finals, we'll go from the underdogs to the overwhelming favourites. If we fought, let's just say we got Benfica in the final.
Right.
I don't like that. I want Chelsea. I wanted Chelsea to, beat Inter Milan, still be the underdogs, beat an AC or Benfica,
Mhm.
still be the underdogs going into the finals. If we somehow got to the finals, we'll be the favourites. So that's when I see, Potter just fluffing it up and losing Istanbul, which would be a shame because I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
Gonna go there. But the only problem is the last two finals I've been to, we've lost. So I'm like, is this gonna be third in a row? Well, I was there
Right.
in Porto, so in Lisbon. So that
Lisbon.
one,
Yeah.
that we won it technically. That was good, but the other two Wembley ones,
You
fluffed.
should have go to Baku, the one we beat Arsenal.
The Arsenal one, yeah.
All right. I have a little debate on the platform earlier on with my brother Stav earlier on in terms of Arsenal bottling that competition, and then which he was trying to tell me Arsenal fans value the Premier League over the you know
Europa Cup, of
yeah,
course, of course.
Europa Cup, and then Stav said, the Premier League will give you 150 million, Europa Cup is just giving you 50 million. Don't you think? I understand what Stav is saying, makes a lot of sense in terms of money,
Yes, sir.
but then the club hasn't won major trophy in continental trophy or even domestic trophy besides the FA Cup for a very very long time. Don't you think that they should have started with the players, secure the qualification, then bring the big guys out and then give them a 30 minutes rest? Then you can bring the little experienced players that can play
Yeah,
and then see the
yeah.
game through.
The opposite of what they actually did do, where they tried to put a bit of a weaker team. They tried to put in a player back from injury, which was Jesus, who just came back. So they tried it to a degree, but it wasn't meant to be. I think it was a legendary night just because the goal was out of this world. What a goal! And then the penalties. I'm like, how did it go this way? Like, come on! And it just had to be Ramsey. Just had to be one of the few English goalkeepers because there's been a lot. There's like a lot of times happens English goalkeepers get beaten from a far away goal.
Yeah. OG, you
But
know what? I was watching the game and I never said anything until Martinelli. Martinelli grabbed the ball and I told my wife, look, this guy is going to miss it.
miss it.
And then as soon as he missed it, he just started looking at my face. It's like,
What's
yeah,
the
I
lottery
told you.
number? What's the lottery number for this week?
I was like, this guy is gonna
You
miss it. The reason why Martinelli feels overconfident. He has so much. He felt overconfident, and I know he's a skillful player. Most of the time, penalties, skillful players end up missing it, and the
yeah.
defenders end up getting it. But then Arsenal, it looks like Arsenal was there to lose it because Odegaard was lucky. Odegaard was lucky. Odegaard was very lucky too, and then it happened again. It wasn't their day. It wasn't their day, OG. It wasn't their day.
Yes, that's why I don't think, I don't, even if you've done it the opposite way, I just think it was not Champions League legendary night, but it was or whatever, Europa Cup legendary night. It was, Sporting. I'm hoping they go on to win this now. even though I do favour United. Who did United draw?
Sevilla, who
Sevilla,
is
sorry, yeah. So that's why I was thinking, I was like, this is a setup. They drew Chelsea against Madrid, Man
yeah,
United against Sevilla, and then Man City on the same side as Chelsea, just in case they don't want two English teams in the finals again. You know?
yeah,
So I'm just saying, Man United probably going to win it. Sporting won't. Arsenal, they just bottled it. I mean, I was saying like Mikel Arteta, who was there at Man City for 2 seasons, and when they bottled it in Europe as well, and now this is another 2 seasons at Arsenal, they bottled it again. You know, maybe he's carrying on Pep's little Man City curse. If he goes out well next season in Europe, which he will, Champions League is probably going to go out quarterfinals at best, and then he's going to be like, quarterfinals are respectable.
right.
Quarterfinals are respectable, but
Well, yeah, go ahead,
we
OG.
moved on quickly. We moved on. Is this the predicted lineup? Let me see.
Yeah, pretty much. Can you see? Can you see? Is it clear to you?
Yeah, it is, but let me think.
Same formation, same players, same formation.
Is
But
James fit? Yeah,
yeah,
his stomach, my God.
James is okay. This is a question mark here. Cucurella. Do you know why I'm saying it's a question mark, OG?
Because of his last game's performance.
No, it's not his last game. He was good in the last game. He was. If you go by his last game, he definitely deserved to be in here.
So
If you
why
go
don't
by his
you?
last game,
What is he injured? Was he just having a child?
no, it is his height and the strength of Everton. Sean Dyche's style of play, it's set pieces. If you have a like player, one of our guys, which is Blue Blood, said in the comment section there, if you have a guy who is that tall, which is Badishare, who's been playing very very well in the Premier League, I prefer we should put him in there.
Yeah, I don't. On my usual team sheet, I might even put
Cucurella,
Fofana on the left. But if the tall players on the left side, who's that? Decore. Uh,
Ducore,
great.
yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I usually put out in my team. I'll prefer Badashili on the right, but maybe he's better on the left. He plays on the left of Thiago Silva, correct?
he's
Badashili
no,
was it
yeah, he played on the left, yeah, he's a
on the left? Yeah,
left-footed
all right.
player,
Then we'll give him
yeah,
that left side. But
yeah.
Cucurella just him and Chilwell seem to have some chemistry happening, which gives us a bit of an attacking boost.
Yeah, Cucurella will be good when you're playing teams like Real Madrid that keeps the ball. They don't rely on they don't rely on
Aerial.
deep line, like trying to
Now
pack the pass.
Benzema does take advantage of people that are airy weak. If he sees he's got weakness, he's like, I sniff that. He's a bit of a shark. So
Two of them.
Badashili can't play anyway. So he's got
Yeah,
that
in the
one. We
Champions
should say
League, yeah, he's got
Badashile
that one.
just because he can't play in Europe. Like he's gonna do better than Cuckoo, at least minimum defensively. And they'll
But
probably give it to
the,
Chilwell a bit. Yeah, I think you're right. Badashili will be the one.
yeah, in the Premier League, I think we can rest Cucurella and put Badishia there. But the Champions League, don't you think it would be better if we can put Koulibaly, who's now understanding the English Premier League, put him on the left hand side to have that area threat to be able to clear those balls, and then put Thiago Silva. He should be ready by that time to play in the center for
Yeah,
where
you're right.
Koulibaly is
It's
playing.
April the 18th,
Yeah,
30 days from now. His injury was 6 weeks. It was about 2 weeks ago. So he might. I don't know if they're going to play him unless we're not on top of the world. Unless we're not on a winning streak, then they'll switch him in. But if we're doing well, if we concede 1 or 2 goals in the next 5 games until April 18th, they might just keep it as it is until Thiago wait till the second leg or wait till even after that because 6 weeks or 2 weeks it's not enough. He's not with 100% match fit. I see that our medical staff they're postponing every single return day. They're postponing everything.
yeah.
Like I'm making shorts for people that are training weeks ago and they
Mhm.
still haven't played much. And I'm like, okay,
Right.
so yeah, this is our new approach. It seems we don't want to get the re-injury crisis. So I don't think Thiago will be back unless we're literally flopping. But the games we got, who have we got before Madrid? We got Everton, Aston Villa. I see Emery comment there. Who else? We got
Yeah.
Liverpool before that or after? I think
Uh,
before.
I'm not so sure the last game before Real Madrid. I'm not so sure the last game before Real Madrid. But then staff seller Una Emery was Arsenal's coach in Baku. Absolutely a
Oh,
good
he
evening. Good
wants to come
evening.
for us.
Cucurella was better when he moved to left wing back than CB center back position. Cucurella, yes. That's what I said. I've been saying this many times. If you know how a player plays, you have to play the player and get the best out of him. Just like Marcus Alonso. Marcus
Yeah.
Alonso at that time was I know how Alonso. I don't cry out for Marcus Alonso's pace because I know he doesn't have it. It's just like you telling what's his name? What they call him? What's his name? What do you call him? Is it Vichko or Vichko? Is it Vetko? No, that tall guy that played for Manchester United. No, that tall guy.
Man United. Wergerhaus.
Vertgos, yeah, Vertgos or whatever his name is. It's like you're telling him to run 100 meters. He's not gonna get there.
He's slow.
Yeah, he's slow. He's not gonna get there. So use him in the area ability. Say, hey, be in this position. We're gonna cross the ball for you and head the ball. But if you want him to run in the shoulders of a defender, he's not gonna make it because defenders are faster than him. So play the player to his strength.
Play
Marcus
him in
Alonso.
position.
Yeah, I won't put Marcus Alonso.
Coach, I've got to head out, man. I've got my wife, my missus on my case.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm even done.
I love these calling shows, man.
Absolutely.
Next time, man.
Chelsea OG.
Yeah.
Did you take the private message real quick? I don't know if you have time. You have about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Afterwards.
Okay, yeah, just 10 minutes.
Yeah, just tweet me. I'm wrapping up.
Yeah, I'm wrapping up right away. I've covered almost everything. So Declan Rice situation. I know you were talking about Declan Rice. Heaven Link right now. Pay Florence Petersburg. Heaven Link with Chelsea. Contract until 2024. Therefore, good chance to sign him. Blue Blood. Why did you do this? When you're about to end the stream,
we're about to wrap it up. Bring it in.
All right. And give me your 2 cents. Chelsea, you say, give me your 2 cents.
Exactly.
I was just gonna, as I mentioned, Badger Shield.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say he's also left-footed, so that's why I would have him on the left side instead of Cucurella.
Right.
Fofana, as far as I know, is right-footed. Koulibaly obviously seems to be quite comfortable in the middle because he's the one that lacks the pace.
Absolutely.
But yes, if we don't play Badia Shield just playing Cucurella because we want to have a settled team, then that means that Badia Shield's not going to get any games because he's not part of the Champions League squad.
Yeah, so I think it's the right time to play Badia Shield, right? Instead of Cucurella.
I think it's the right time, yes. And there's also the option if there's ever any issue with Chilwell with his injuries, though he is fully fit at the moment, that Cucurella can play left wing back.
Because he's good like you said, he's very good in in attacking role. But the only thing I love about Cucurella, those crispy passes, those carpet passes that he gives to the players, they're always accurate. It's just the crosses that doesn't come in. But besides that, I like he doesn't lose the ball as much as other players do. So
he was a bit dodgy in the last game though, Cucurella, until he moved to left wing back until Chilwell went off.
The last 2 games, really.
Yeah, so he had one excellent game where he was the third centre back, but the second game he wasn't so great. He looked a bit lost at times. He looked like he was a bit rash coming out, leaving space behind. But which Badia Shield has not shown that at all. He's been a very good defender in both a back 4 and a back 3. So the fact that he's not in the European Champions League squad. I'd feel a lot better for Chelsea in the Champions League if we could actually call on Badia Shield again. But we chose 3 players for the squad. So, but what I don't want to see is Cucurella playing all the time just because he is in the Champions League squad. For a game against Everton, who, if they have got a strength, it is their set pieces. I wouldn't really look at Everton as a team that is dangerous on the whole. They're likely to nick a goal from a set piece.
Okay.
I'm quite happy that Calvert-Lewin is not fit for the game, but they still have some other dangerous players who could score.
Thank you very much, Blue Blood. You joined us too late. I had a thing in there for a long time, Blue Blood. Sometimes,
Yeah, I wish I came
was-
earlier, man.
yeah.
Well, I was tempted to come on, but then as soon as you opened the stream, OG was on, and so was Atlanta Blue. So I thought, well, let these guys come and speak first, and then
Yeah.
I can come
Oh, bless,
towards
man.
the end.
I really appreciate you coming. We do more of these tomorrow. I always send them in about half an hour to go whilst the stream is down. The stream is over. We covered pretty much the ones that we didn't talk about is Romelu Lukaku, Hevlin. It hasn't been linked to Real Madrid, but Carlo Ancelotti love him, and you could see him joining
That'll be
Real
funny.
Madrid. I hope he does, because right now Real Madrid don't have any recognized striker besides Benzema. When Benzema gets injured, there's no one there. It's always Vinny Jr. on the left hand side. But I don't know if they're gonna take 90 kilo. What's his name?
Heavyweight world champion.
Look, heavyweight champion.
Haven't Real Madrid got that guy Rodrigo or something like that?
Yeah, he doesn't. It doesn't. Look, not staff. Blue Blood. Rodrigo have been with Real Madrid since the time we played. The first time I saw Rodrigo, he was coming back from loan. That was when we played Real Madrid here in Michigan, in Alba. I was right there when I saw Rodrigo.
Wow.
Yeah, that time. Eden Hazard. That was when we bought Kante.
Yeah, but
Kante.
But if
I hope he plays.
But if Benzema is injured, then who would they have as a replacement? Like, apart from putting,
they don't trust him. They don't trust Rodrigo.
Okay.
They don't trust him. So
didn't he come on against Chelsea and score though?
Yeah, he came on against Chelsea and scored. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he played very well that game too. He played very well. But I don't know, he's a good player.
He came on and scored quite soon after he came on as well.
Yeah, and Chelsea doesn't. Then we have to bring Eden Hazard to come in and bail us to get a 2-2. Else we would have been losing that game. I think we lost 4-2. I think we lost 4-2.
What, the preseason game?
Yeah, it was a preseason game.
Yeah, I think we did lose them.
Yeah, 4-2. Hazard came on and scored 2 goals.
2 goals, but I remember saying that doesn't count. It's preseason.
Yeah,
you know when you do that.
Yeah. So Blue Blood and everyone, thank you guys, thank you very much. We do more of these. If you guys you want to do more, we can do match reactions after games and stuff like that. So like I said, I got a big project going in. I've been talking to you guys about a project. So guys, I want you guys support. We kick off at 5:30 tomorrow. The staff, thank you very much. I'll try and create the match reaction stream tomorrow for it. So thank you, Blue Blood. I really appreciate your time with us, and also thank you very much, Chelsea OG. He stayed there for a little bit. So Blue Blood, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Stavi, thank you very much. Chad and Terry, and then Atlanta Blue, big up to you, brother, and also who are we? Neri and everyone that came in here. I want to love you a lot. Big up to you, Mr. Patrick, Mosto, everyone that came on the platform. Thank you for your time. We'll see you guys again tomorrow, and enjoy the rest of your evening. I always say good evening, my neighbors. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV.